So we're gonna have aesthetics, so like just visual design, I guess, mostly for aesthetics, and then we're gonna have gameplay style. So if they're like hyper aggressive, maybe they're fire. If they're very like evasive, maybe they're air. And then we have a few definitions for each element for what makes them each one. So for fire, I'm thinking it's just aggression, uh passion, who knows. And then for earth, we're going with mostly heavy, um can't move much, maybe has more CC because I think that feels kind of earthbendery for moving people around. Is there anything else for earth as far as gameplay wise?
Mm, maybe
Reactive, so reactive.
creating stuff too
Yes, yeah, yeah.
can be
Creating structures feels
yeah,
very earth.
yeah,
Okay, and then for water, it's a little hard to pin down exactly, but we're thinking it's represented mainly by having like a balance of offense and defense and being able to like switch it up in between those two.
yeah,
For air, I'm thinking high mobility, obviously, and evasive gameplay,
yeah.
mainly that.
But
So for the
well,
first one, yeah, soldier. What do you think?
I'm thinking Firebend. That's what I'm
Yeah,
going
full
off straight
transparency.
off
We've
of.
we've done some of the characters.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
thinking
again.
fire. We've already thought about a few of them, but for soldier, we're thinking fire just because he's like, yes, he has a heal and yes, he has a sprint, but neither of those make him like, oh yeah, we have a bit of a thought that like water is more supportive, but we won't do that across the board. But yeah, like he just
And
has
his
high
blue
damage.
aesthetic kind of got us on the water. We
Yeah, he
we
does wear
we
blue,
chowed
but
out. We baby shark moded. We were a little
we're locked
behind,
into
but
the
yeah,
colors, yeah.
yeah, but
But I think the red visor really balances it back towards fire,
and
so
he's just a DPS, so that DPS will lean towards fire too.
for sure, yeah.
So
But he's mainly damage output. I got Zenyatta.
I don't
Kind of a
know.
complicated one. I
Yeah.
see a lot of different possibilities.
This is another one that we have looked over before, and we did point out he's a monk and he's floating, so there
So
is
he's kind
possibility
of
for
halfway
air,
to being Aang. Yeah, it's
but
tough.
we felt that we couldn't put him there just because it's not enough that he's just a monk and he's floating. He's so like grounded and he has no mobility. So
Yeah,
we're
complete lack of mobility really kind of. I feel like he can't be there for that. So what does that leave us? Is he fire?
no.
High
Well,
DPS, like he has high damage, but
I feel like I
shit, there's
just
been an argument to be had for fire I haven't considered before.
there is he has like three parts of his character that are like dedicated to like both primary and his secondary fire and then his E. But
Mhm.
I just feel like it just does like if you
He's
look
not
at him as
really
a whole,
easy.
it's like I feel like
Yeah,
we do have to look at like them as a whole. It's just two parts of this character basically. I think he's more of water or earth, and I'm leaning towards water. And I'm leaning towards water.
We yapped for 30 more seconds than Dempsey said this.
I think we have
yeah.
to
We
go
go with
on.
water. We
Yeah,
go with water. Yeah. Okay, I feel it
Ryan.
because he literally has a yin yang aesthetic. I feel like that's the main reason he goes with
Yes,
water. Like,
yes.
yeah. I got Roadhog.
Earth. I mean,
Heavy.
he heals. He used to be stationary when he healed. That's very
Yep.
Earth. But we're
Yeah.
looking at current day. He still is.
Towards
He's literally a
which
pig. He's dirty. Like, come on,
I
come
see
on.
it. I see it. Yeah. And his CC, like his crowd control feels very almost earthbendery. The fact that he can pull people
Yeah, and
towards him,
then
the other one that pushes people away,
yeah,
it works.
yes.
Reaper, we decided this one already. It's kind of a toughie. I
I think just fire though. Like, there's
Yeah, it just has
nothing
to
else can
be.
be.
It I want to be more interesting than that, but
Yeah,
DPS
same here, but
fire just gets in and is aggressive.
I wish we had like one more element, like edginess or
It'll
like
balance out
Twilight
eventually.
or something like that. Yeah.
Or Twilight.
I mean, it would work.
I would love to have a
It's Edward.
non-bender one, but that would be an easy cop out for too many
No,
characters.
yeah.
For D.Va.
We talked about this before, and it's the how she can go in and out through the fight so easily, and she absorbs shots, which is a little bit of a
Mhm.
stretch, but we're thinking
No, but
water
like, yeah, like I don't know. In the Avatar, I see like the waterbenders like raise little
or
ice
stop
shield.
all or like stop a bunch of
Yeah,
like shots of ice and stuff. So
right. She absorbs shit and then she can rush in. So she has the balance between a defensive option
yeah,
and a aggressive option, but she is neither super defensive, so not Earth. She flies, so she really can't be Earth, and not that much damage output to be fire.
yeah,
Maybe there's an argument to be made for air just because she flies, but she feels so fucking
it's
heavy.
water. It's water.
Yeah, it's water.
I think it's a good balance. Sombra, this
Sombra.
is one we were excited for, and we
Yeah, we haven't
specifically did
talked about.
not do.
Hmm.
The playstyle is definitely more water, I would say, because you're like you dip in and then you fly back
Mm-hmm.
out of the fight.
Mm-hmm. It's hard because she's changed a lot.
Yeah, and I feel like her playstyle is kind of fiery too, though, because like you dive on someone really quick, you hack them, you throw your
She's like
shift
now.
out.
She's like now capable of like high spike DPS, but
Yes,
I'm
I just don't think it's
leaning
fire still.
towards water still.
Yeah,
Like she's a little too weird of a character. Hacking people doesn't clearly fit into an element and feels
no,
closest to maybe bloodbending if we're being generous.
that is very generous. But let's put it in.
No,
Let's put it in water.
it feels like it, you know,
Okay,
like effect.
I can kind of see. Yeah, I can.
That was almost my logic for Zen's Discord. That
Even her hand is kind of looks a little bit like what they do. I'll give you some props there.
one I
Um,
feel is a stretch.
okay, okay, sure, call me out. I'm
Orisa.
holding my cursor over your cursor like we're holding your hands doing this.
It's too annoying to have two curses on screen.
No, it's just beautiful. This is just
Orisa
clearly Earth, I think. We don't have to
feels
have
like
any
it.
debate. They have their shift that's so like solid and yeah,
Yeah, it keeps her
they're
from being
immovable. Like yeah,
immovable is really just like her character.
yeah,
Everything else about her character is just like honestly adds to it. Like spear feels earthy, especially because it has a wall pin to it.
yeah,
The spinny spear move is just like she's also just kind of immovable in that one. She's not actually, but you know, it's close.
yeah.
McCree. This one
Fire.
we talked about. Yeah, fire, because we're unimaginative. I don't
But there's
know.
just like what else could
He's
you
not
imagine?
water, he's
He's
not earth.
unimaginative. That's the issue we were saying. Like
Right.
he doesn't even know
Yeah.
what he is. So how are we supposed to
It-
fucking
like maybe if flashbang was still actually a flashbang, other
yeah,
than instead of just like a mini Sombra hack, like I could take it more seriously and like try to call it something else, but it's just straight up fire.
yeah.
Not
Okay,
that
man.
his current flashbang thing matches fire; it just matches nothing. It has no theme. Mercy, finally a character we can probably confidently put in
In
there.
there, yes. I think
Yeah,
very confidently. And
yeah.
I don't know, there's not much to say here. It
She
just
flies.
flies
Damage
around.
boost just feels
She's a light
kind of
character
scary.
too.
She's
Yeah,
light. Yeah. Doomfist. I don't know. Uh, um,
I'm leaning towards fire here. Just
I am too. It's a
that's the
very
initial
red.
sense I get, but
Yeah.
I will say that you could throw out water because his playstyle is again. I just don't want to rely too much on like just his playstyles in and out. It just I think fire.
Too many
Just
characters do that, and that's like just
yes,
that's just game flow. That's just
yes,
good character design. But
exactly.
like, yeah, I guess fire. Part of me wants to say earth just because he punches things and they go flying, and like I feel like the brawler is
Eh,
kind of an earthbending character archetype,
His
but
shift is also kind of like a mini
yeah,
earthquake kind
he
of. I
does
feel like the
have a little
animation is kind of like
earthquake
that.
slam.
But
Hmm. And his seismic slam where he goes into the sky, if you just like pretend he goes underground, there's really not a difference.
you're fucking changing my mind here, but okay. Um yeah, I feel like maybe Earth here, honestly. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's
But let's
see.
look
What
at it. I want to see a bigger picture of Doomfist, honestly. I don't know why. I need to see a bigger picture. I might need to play him out in practice range for a few minutes. Just
really
to
feel it out, think
yeah.
about it.
He has flames in
Yeah.
the background, but it is lava actually, and there's earth.
So reasons it could be fire. He gets more health when he does punch damage to people.
Yeah.
So that just anything that directly rewards like
Damage, it
aggression
kind of
like
like
that
yeah.
feels like fire. I don't know, the firebenders when they do their Agni Kai's fights with their shirts off and he's shirtless, that's another aesthetic one.
I think the earth is just outweighing it. We laid out like four good points for the earth.
By
We can't
making up the
ignore
fact
it.
that he burrows underground with his old soft bat.
For real. Okay, this is a very easy one coming up here. Pharah goes very
Yeah,
well with the Mercy in the air. They both fly
I
together a lot.
more creative than that.
Put it the other
It's
way, it looks better. It looks like they're flying together the other way.
okay,
There
okay,
you go.
yeah. And like I want to be more creative than that, but putting another DPS and fire isn't more creative than that. So yeah, I
No.
think
And
air is
air just it's literally a flying character. It just makes the most sense.
yeah.
Oh my freaking god, y'all. If you made it to this point of the video, you definitely gotta give yourself like a high five or your bestie a high five or something because you're a
Queen.
brother. And hit a little subscribe, hit a little like, maybe even touch me. I don't even
Freaking.
know, but this is a part one to a 4-part series. We got 30 more minutes of content, so I will be releasing that very soon. Stay tuned, brothers.